Hello students, in this video we will be discussing the cross drainage works in water resource engineering, and the contents in this video we will be discussing are the cross drainage works, the types of cross drainage works, the aqueduct, the canal siphon, the super passage, the level crossing, the inlet and the outlet. The cross drainage works. First, a cross drainage work is a structure built on a canal when it is crossing a natural drainage. There are different types of cross drainage structures. In that, the carrying canal over a drainage, it is of aqueduct and the siphon aqueduct. The carrying drainage over a canal, it is a super passage. Similarly, the admitting drainage water into canal, this is called level crossing, inlet and outlet. The cross drainage work carrying canal over the drainage. The canal is going to pass over the drainage. So this type are aqueduct when bed level of canal is higher than high flood level of stream or river. The canal is taken over the bridge structure. The canal is running continuously and open to inspection. In aqueduct, the water from canal as well as in drain flows freely under gravity. Normally, canal is in rectangular in shape, which is constructed on RCC piers, and along with this, a road is provided for inspection. This is a type of aqueduct where you can see a canal is being running over a stream, or you can say it as the drainage. Next, the cross drainage work, again the canal is being passed over the drainage. It is a siphon aqueduct. In this case, high flood level of stream is above the canal. In this, the bed of stream is depressed under the canal. The stream bed is provided with concrete or masonry floor. The below portion of the canal is constructed with cement concrete in form of tunnel. This tunnel acts as a siphon. So, this is a typical cross section of a siphon aqueduct where we have been depressed the level of the ground and we have been past the stream or the drainage, and the canal is being passed over the drainage. Next, we have the cross drainage work carrying drainage or the stream over the canal. The example is of super passage. It is like aqueduct, but it carries stream over the canal. The canal flood FSL lower than below the stream. The drainage water is taken into rectangular or trapezoidal channel supported by RCC piers. The section of channel is dependent on high flood level of drainage. The bed of canal and slope protected by the pitching and boulders. So this is a typical cross section of a super passage where the stream is being carried over the canal. Next, we have the cross drainage work admitting the drainage water into canal. In the sense, whatever the stream it is being passing, that will be sent into the canal. The bed level of canal and the stream are approximately the same. The quality of water in canal and stream is not much different, where water of canal and stream is allowed to mix. With the help of regulators, both in canal and stream, water is disposed through canal and stream in required quantity. Level crossing consists of following components: crest wall, stream regulator and canal regulator. So this is a typical figure showing level crossing, where from left side to right side the canal is being passed, and from top to the bottom it is the river or the stream it is being passing, and at the top we have crest wall, at the bottom it is the river regulator, and in the right side the canal regulator we have been situated. Whenever the water is being highly flooded, then the water it starts flowing over the crest wall and it starts flowing towards the downstream. But we have the river regulator and the canal regulator. Even the water is flowing from left side to the right side. The water, whatever it's been, the river water it's been passed over the crest wall, it starts flowing towards both the direction, which is the exit part of the canal and the river. And if you required in the canal portion, then we stop the river regulator and the water is being passed through this canal regulator. If water is not, it's not necessary in the canal, then we stop the canal regulator and will open the river regulator. Next we have the inlet and the outlet of drainage and the canal. The irrigation canal meets a small stream or drain at same level. Drain is allowed to enter the canal as inlet. At some distance from this inlet point, a part of water is allowed to drain as outlet, which eventually meets the original stream. Stone pitching is required at the inlet and outlet. The bed and banks between inlet and outlet are also protected by stone pitching. The type of cross drainage work is called inlet and outlet. This is a typical figure for understanding what is this inlet and the outlet system. From top the canal is been running, similarly from left the stream is been running, and we have a discontinuity of stream. So the stream water is being entered into the canal, that portion we say it as the inlet one. Similarly, when it is been passing and from on the left side we have a passage opened that will lead to the channel connection, that we say it as the outlet portion, and the some water of this will start flowing through this passage and it's meet the main stream of the previously opened. So this is how the inlet and the outlet drainage and the canal works. So this finishes with the video. If you have any queries, please let me know.